Hello everyone, welcome into the video. I am the Honest Hierophant. Today's topic in this pick a card reading is what was that dream about? And I'll be telling you that honestly. For today's video, I have 4 piles laid out here with 4 different crystals associated with them. First pile, I have the Guardian Angels Messages Tarot with a Tower of Howlite. Then for the second pile, I have the Crystal Visions deck with a piece of Dalmatian Jasper. Then for the third pile, I have the Prisma Visions Tarot deck with a piece of blue Kyanite. And then for the fourth pile, I have the Guardian of the Night Tarot with an Amethyst tower underneath it. In today's video, I'll be telling you what that reoccurring dream is about, or if you had a really significant dream, I'll also tell you what that one is about. If none of these piles resonate with you, that is okay. Leave it for the next person. Maybe you'll be able to come back to this video at a later time. Go ahead and pick your pile now. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you in your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome into your section of the video. You have chosen the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot with the Howlite Tower. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and jump straight into your reading. So immediately upon connecting to your energy, pile number 1, it feels like this has been a dream, and I'm not necessarily feeling that it's a reoccurring dream. I'm feeling like this might be a topic or something that an external power is trying to get across to you, maybe in a multitude of different messages. And it seems like maybe that you have been woken up from your dreams, sometimes in a scared state, but also sometime out of shock, sometime out of adrenaline. There's definitely been times where you have woken up out of your dreams that feel really significant. It almost feels like whatever these external powers are trying to show you, they're not trying to scare you too much. They're not trying to overdo it. They only want you to have like a limited dose of what it is that you are seeing. And these external powers can either be ancestors, these can be angels, these can be your spirit team. It's not limited to just one thing for this reading, because I feel like for each person that is connected to this pile is a bit different. So let's go ahead and see what it is these dreams are trying to speak to you. What messages are trying to come in, and let's see exactly what you need to be taking away from these dreams. All right, pile number 1. We have the Queen of Swords coming out. We have the 7 of Fire, 7 of Wands, the Strength card, the 10 of Water, 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups, King of Pentacles. This is the Renewal card, but it is also the Judgment card. Then we have the Balance card, which is Temperance. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Then we have the King of Cups. Okay, this is quite interesting here, because there's multiple characters in here. We've got the King of Earth, we got the King of Water, and the Queen of Air. Interesting. I feel like there's a mixture of energies is definitely overwhelming, which I could see the reason why, Spirit is trying to control what you see and how much you see into it. I definitely feel a stress level from this energy overall, which I guess is the reason why the Howlite crystal is here, because the Howlite is actually a soothing crystal to help you, feel more relaxed and sleep better, and as a protector and all that kind of energy. It almost seems to me like there's this energy of you being with someone and someone trying to come in. someone that is trying to maybe control a situation. Okay. I am picking up on a totally different energy than what I thought I was picking up on it at first. At first, I thought this was talking about a relationship energy. So, people that are connected with pile number one, you can take this reading as you need to, as let it resonate the way it's supposed to resonate to you. You can easily connect this to a relationship type of reading, or you can resonate to the reading that I am about to give, which I feel like this is about family. I feel like this is about an energy of where maybe someone has passed or someone has disconnected from your family, like a father figure. Maybe your father has either passed or maybe they have separated away from your mother, and this other energy is trying to come in, whether it be, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship with your mother. It could be an uncle, it could be a stepdad, it could be a multitude of different male energies trying to come in and replace this energy. It seems like they're trying to put an imprint on your family. It seems like they're disrupting the maybe unity that you feel like you have with your family. And you are being left with questions. You are being left with energies that you don't feel like is right. And you have been wondering why this has come about. And I feel like this energy has affected you. I feel like this energy is speaking to you in a way that is hurting you and that maybe you need healing. Okay. And you were thinking about taking yourself away from this energy. Okay. And you don't trust what's going on. You don't feel like anybody's necessarily listening to you. You feel like your input is invalid. Okay. And I think this dream is trying to tell you your deepest worries, your deepest fears, your deepest unknown energy that you just don't simply grasp. And it almost seems to me as though that you have got to pull yourself away from this energy because it's overwhelming you, and that you are not focused on yourself enough. Okay, pile number one, you're not focused on yourself enough. And there's conflicting forces that just does not sit well with you. It almost seems like you've got to subtract yourself from the equation and that you've got to get a better perspective. You've got to see a different path forward. It doesn't seem like the path that you are on right now with this equation is going to work out in your favor because you've got some clouded judgment. You've got some clouded thoughts of what to do, what's going on, things of that nature. And there's something that you're going to have to do. There's something that you're going to have to live up to. And I think the reason why you're coming out in this Queen of Air card is I feel like that's your energy. I feel like you're the Queen of Air in this reading, and that you are going to have to speak up. You're going to have to take an action. You're going to have to, bring peace into the equation, bring a resolution to the problem. And it seems like the resolution that you're going to bring is a tough one for you because maybe you don't necessarily have the confidence, maybe you don't necessarily have, the will to do it, or maybe you feel like it's pointless to do it, but you are the one that is gifted to show the ones involved into this equation that you can actually make that change. You are the one that actually has to make that change. You have the gifts, you have the words, you have what it takes, and you're smart enough to make this work. You're smart enough to make a difference, okay? And this is something that is going to resolve things. This is something that is going to eliminate negative energy. If you are wanting to stick around with your family, like I feel like you are wanting, I think you want a balance. I think you want a connection. You don't want to give that up. You are going to have to be the one to take action. You're going to have to be the one to make a statement, to make a resolution happen. This is on you. And I think Spirit is trying to show you through your dreams that you are the one that has to discover your deepest fears. You're the one that has to discover this negative energy. You're the one that has to put yourself forward. Give yourself some momentum. Give yourself some motivation to actually confront and direct and enlighten people that are involved in this situation to make it better, to make it healthier. Maybe you were meant to protect somebody. Maybe you were standing up for somebody that cannot stand up for themselves. And maybe the reason why you don't understand the energies that are involved is because maybe the energies that you know, that's not their actual energy. Maybe they are in fear. Maybe they are in doubt. Maybe they feel like their hands are tied behind their back and they need someone to help them. And that person is you. Spirit is trying to show you that, pile number one. You've got to be the one to make the difference. You've got to be the one to make the change. All right, pile number one. I'm actually going to stack some more cards out onto the table. We can actually set these to the side here. Let's see if there's any advice that wants to come out for you for this equation. What advice needs to happen, or what advice can you give Spirit to pile number one on how they can handle this situation? This is definitely very stressful. This is definitely something that would keep you up at night. I could definitely see that. It's coming in different waveforms. You're scared. You're thinking your family is, not a total disaster, but you feel like it could become a disaster. Everything's kind of falling apart. Maybe somebody is trying to control something that they shouldn't be, and you're the one that has to stick up for that. So let's see. Any advice for pile number one for this dream they keep having and the situation they need to get a control over? All right, let's see. I'm going to lay out 4 cards here. Okay, these cards have a mind of their own. Okay, there we go. So, we've got the 4 of Water, 4 of Cups, Page of Earth, Page of Pentacles, 10 of Fire, 10 of Wands, 5 of Water, which is the 5 of Cups. So let's go ahead and read. I didn't read any of the keynotes on the last cards, but let's read some of the ones that are on these cards because they can stand out and also give advice as well. We have disappointment, regret, forgiveness, overworked, stressed, imbalanced, studious, prepared, cheerful, distraction, self-absorption, and discontentment. So it seems like the advice is kind of like an encouraging factor for you, pile number one. It almost seems like you don't want this to pass you by. You don't want to be the one to sit this one out and just hope that things will get better on their own. Because whenever you look back on it, if you don't do anything and see that it does turn into a disaster, that you're going to wish that things were back to normal. You're going to wish that things were back to the way they were, and you're going to be upset about that. So you don't need to allow yourself to get to that point. You don't need to be the one to just let things pass you by. You don't need to be disappointed with the situation when you could literally be the one to make a difference. You have to be the one to make a difference. I think realistically, you are going to have to do this independently. I don't think you can say to like a brother or sister or another family member, hey, we need to get involved and say something about this and, try to bring ourselves together to make a point about something. That's not going to be what it is. You're literally going to have to do this independently, and you're going to have to get all your facts straight. You're going to have to get all the elements and the ducks in a row and literally lay them out on the table and try to say, hey, look, this is what we're going to have to do. And we're going to make a difference. Okay. This is not going to be the way it's going to be. It can't be this way. And X, Y, and Z is not defending themselves, and I'm here to defend them. And we're going to stand together and stand strong against what you're trying to do, what you're trying to change. And this is not going to work. I am here. I am standing in the way. I am being the guard of this story, and you are not taking that away. Okay. I know you have a lot on your plate. This is definitely an overwhelming energy, but with this action, this can easily be a conclusion to your story. So don't let this be super overwhelming to the point where you don't think this is going to end, because this can be a final chapter. This can end, but it has to start with you. You have to be the one to write the story and write the ending to the story, because you are the one that is in control. You're the one that can make the biggest difference. You're going to have to do it independently. You're going to have to do it strategically. You're going to have to get everything in order, all the facts straight. You're going to have to rev up your engine and get your momentum and your power underneath you. Okay? And you don't want to live a life where you're going to be upset that you didn't take action. So take action, pile number one. You've got this. You've got the support from Spirit. Spirit is trying to show you your power. Spirit is trying to show you the light. Spirit is trying to help you. They're trying to educate you through your dreams. They're not trying to scare you. You've got this, pile number one. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this resonates with you. And if it didn't necessarily resonate with you, maybe it's just not the right timing for you to hear this message. So check back at a later date and leave it for whoever resonates with it. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hello, pile number two. Welcome into your section of the video. You have chosen the Crystal Visions Tarot deck alongside the Dalmatian Jasper Tumble. In this video, we're covering exactly what does that dream mean? Why are you having this significant dream, whether it's reoccurring or whether it's not? Why are you having this dream? Let's go ahead and tap into your energy and start pulling your cards for why you are having this dream. All right, pile number two. Connected to your energy, we're shuffling the cards, trying to read what's going on, trying to channel in some messages here. What is going on with pile number two? I'm hearing being stuck in a mud puddle where the water has run dry. Interesting. Okay, what does that mean? So immediately the star has shown itself. It almost seems like maybe you're going back to the well too many times of something that has worked, something that has, benefited you in a situation where you've got a lot of excitement, a lot of joy out of it. You are, feeling like it's resourceful, but in reality, you've kind of like milked it dry. You're kind of, using up all the potential that it has, and you're not captivating on like what you've learned. Interesting. Okay. I'm feeling the energy more and more the more we talk about this. So maybe this is going to be a reading where I just pull out a card at a time and we just talk about how I'm feeling about this energy, because this is such an interesting energy, because it seems like it's out of an intensity of feeling helpless and feeling like, needing a sense of direction, and almost like it's an emergency. Okay. So the energy that I'm feeling is that, like you're upset and you're sad and you're helpless and it's an emergency. Okay. So with the star, like I said, it seems like you're going back to a well of resource that, was proven that it worked, and that you've used it up and you keep going back to it, hoping that it's going to, like replenish itself, or maybe it'll just keep working regardless. Maybe you're like absorbing the energy of it, or maybe you just don't realize. Maybe you're oblivious that the energy is gone, the resource is gone. Okay, let's see. What's the next one? Okay. So you're not doing it out of like negative. You're not doing this out of negativity. You're doing this because maybe you're just not reading the energy. Maybe you are too far-sighted right now where you are seeing things at a greater distance. You're seeing the projected timeline for you. But what you're not seeing is that the dream is trying to tell you that the resource that you are trying to continuously pull from is not there. It's just not. And that this is something that maybe, even though you're super passionate about it, you're super excited about it, and you're super driven and really wanting to do what it is you're doing, you've got to change. You've got to switch lanes. It's not something that you can just stay doing, because it's not going to be healthy for you. It's not going to be how it ends up. So what it is you can change is interesting. It really is. Let's see what this next card is. The Ten of Pentacles is coming out here. Okay, this is a person that is sitting in this tree with the wilderness, the animals, and the kingdom is in the background. Interesting. Very earth vibes here. It almost seems to me like it's not necessarily speaking to the energy of the Ten of Pentacles, but more so like gaining the energy from, the earth, Mother Earth, gaining the energy from your spirit animals. Maybe you don't necessarily know what your spirit animals mean, and maybe you need to dive a little bit deeper into the research of what your spirit animals mean, and maybe embody, some of the characteristics that is given for your current path. Maybe that will help you. And you need to be more in the element of doing out of lack. Okay, pile number 2. I feel like another reason why the Ten of Pentacles has came out is because you need to start doing out of lack, and more so doing like as if you've been doing this before. Do this as it's normal. You're not setting your expectations too high, because you don't need to. You have what you are needing from it. Okay. And I know that's kind of hard to wrap your mind around, about you have what you need from it. And what it realistically means is that if you're getting excitement from it, if you are getting passion from it, if you're getting fulfillment from it, you are getting what you want from it already. The other stuff is just added bonus, and it will come in divine timing. You can't pressure it. You can't push it. It will happen when it's ready for it to happen for you. So it's out of your control. So it's definitely something you don't necessarily need to stress about, even though you are stressing about it, even though that it is on your mind that, oh, I've got to stress about this. This is something that you need to start doing out of lack. All the energy that is being fed to you, you already have it. All the energy that you need, you already have it. So you're not in lack. You have what you need from it. You just got to act in that nature now. Okay? We have the Three of Wands. The more you act in that nature, the more you are going to receive, the more you are able to shine that beacon of positivity from you. Shine more positive energy within you, and it's going to fill you up. It's going to fulfill you. It's going to bring in any manifestations that you have casted out before, and you're going to be able to bring it into you once you are out of the lack mindset. Okay? Passion could definitely get you overwhelmed. It can definitely get you into a state of mind of like, oh, I need this, need this, need this. It needs to help me right this second. But sometimes it's all about divine timing. And I think this is what the dream is trying to convey to you right now is that it's all about divine timing. Page of Wands. You are definitely on the right path, pile number 2. You're on the right path with what you're doing, okay? And it's a great story. It really is, because you're able to do the things that you enjoy. You're able to do the things that you love. Keep that up. Spirit is totally involved. Spirit is totally with you. Spirit totally wants to see you succeed. It's really great stuff that you're doing, but you're having to see the loose ends. It seems like the loose ends that you're not really picturing right now while you're actively in this energy. You've got to be able to see all the loose ends when you're not so involved. Okay? It's hard to see the bigger picture when you're standing in the middle of the big picture. 9 of Swords. This energy is stressing you out. This energy is worrying you because you feel like you have to rush things. You feel like you have to, deliver the best thing that you could possibly deliver. And it's not needed. You don't need to worry. You don't need to stress. Just release, let go, and just do what you have control over. 5 of Pentacles, same kind of energy here. Feeling out of lack. You don't need to feel out of lack. Queen of Pentacles, being more in control of what you can control, being dominant over those things. Page of Swords, we are feeling more of a, this is an interesting energy. Page of Swords. It seems like there's negative energy that you're combating as well. And it's time for a change. That negative energy is something that you're going to have to take the 3 of Wands beacon of positive energy and shine it against the negative energy and make a change. This is what's going to pull you out, okay? This is what's going to pull you out, is the change. You've got to start something different. You've got to start something fresh. Maybe it's getting rid of the negative energy, walking away from the negative energy, doing what's best for you. You're not in lack. Spirit is going to bless you up. This is not necessarily anything you need to worry about. What Spirit is trying to tell you is that you should, remain passionate, remain fulfilled, do the things that's in your control, do things out of lack, or do things without the mindset of feeling like you're in lack, and continue doing what you're doing because you're on the right path. You're on the right path for success. But you've got to see all the loose ends. You've got to see the things that you were doing wrong. And if there's any advice coming in from any direction, feel free to take it. That is specifically about what I'm talking about. Because I think it's going to help you. I think it's going to help you get out of this mindset. I think it's good information. It's good soup. Okay? So that is what Spirit is calling out from this dream, is that there's definitely some things that you are not seeing. There's definitely some things that can help your current situation to help you succeed even more. And it's definitely interesting stuff. So let's go ahead and pull all these cards. And I'm going to pull some more cards to see if there's any other advice for you, specifically pile number 2, to help you understand this dream, to help you overcome these dreams, recurring dreams, anything like that. And let's see what Spirit has to say through these final cards. All right. Is there any advice for pile number 2 about the significant dream, this recurring dream that they're having? Let's see. Any advice? Okay. Let's see. We got the 4 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, the Magician, and the Hierophant. Wow, okay. Okay. So you're creating your path. You're creating a unique path, pile number 2. You've got the wisdom to do this. You are definitely a teacher. You're definitely an executor. You're definitely on the right path with what you're trying to do. And the 4 of Cups is definitely an interesting energy because it almost feels like you don't, It's like you're the magician, but it's almost like you don't need anything else from spirit. It almost seems like things are ramping up, things are going smoothly from a theoretical standpoint, maybe not from your vision, maybe you're not seeing it run smoothly, but it does seem like things are running smoothly, things are on track, things are going great, things are happening. There's definitely, and this kind of resonates back to my reading on the last one from pile number 3 that's talking about what incoming blessings are coming for you. And I said that there was a stampede of horses outside of your door that's trying to come in. And there's the stampede of horses. Maybe you would resonate with that reading as well. Go back into that reading and check that one out about the incoming blessings, because it seems like to me like things are going smoothly, things are coming for you. You know, you're creating things that are, you know, on its way. You don't need anything else from spirit. You don't need any other help. You don't need advice. You're doing well. I don't know what else to say besides the fact that you are confident. You are in control. Things are going smoothly. It's just a give and take balance right now. You've just got to deliver what you are set out to deliver. Stay committed to you. Do the things that you are dedicating your time to. Don't give up. Continue staying strong, and things will go well for you, pile number 2. I really hope this message resonates with you. If it didn't seem like it resonated fully, maybe this message just wasn't for you in this timing, and that is okay. Just leave it for the next person. Maybe you'll be able to come back to this reading at a later time. I gratefully appreciate every single last one of you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome into your section of the video. You have chosen the Prisma Visions Tarot deck alongside the blue Kyanite piece. In this video, we're going to discuss what it is that your dream keeps telling you. What do you need to know about this reoccurring dream or this very significant dream that you keep seeing? Let's go ahead and tap into your energy and pull the cards that needs to be said in this video. So immediately upon, and I guess it's kind of significant with these cards and the blue Kyanite, is like some of these cards are, you know, very distorted, very energy-like, I guess you could say. Let's show this, for example. This card right here, this card is very energy-based and mystical and that kind of thing. The artwork is very elegant on this deck, and I kind of feel like that coincides with the blue Kyanite. So Spirit put these two together, you know, like bread and butter, pretty much. And it seems to me from your energy that you are having very similar dreams to this. Okay, pile number 3. You are very much so having dreams that are distorted. You're very much having dreams that are, you know, kind of abstract and out of your typical element. And I would almost say that this dream is coming from either by request from you, or this dream is coming from an external energy that maybe you have located in your bedroom more specifically, or maybe even outside of your home or somewhere in your home. I would say there's some sort of external force that are kind of helping deliver these dreams. It could even be a piece of blue Kyanite for that matter. But what I'm seeing from you is that these energies are traveling. You're traveling in these dreams, maybe even astral traveling. I don't think all of you are doing that. I feel like that's probably what the request is about, is more of the astral travel. Let's go ahead and pull some of these cards. Let's try to clarify, because I don't want to speak too loosely and not be as accurate, because I'm kind of just going based off this energy, and I'm channeling a few things. But let's see what cards come out to see what, but I just want these cards to confirm it. Here we go. We have the 10 of Swords. Ooh, gruesome. Ace of Wands. Yeah, look, the Chariot's coming out. That's crazy. Six of Swords. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Maybe you were being called to see this. Two of Chalices. The Strength card. Eight of Pentacles. Four of Wands. The Magician. And the Queen of Swords. Alright. This is very, very, very interesting because I am seeing like a huge picture. Like I almost see this more clear now with the cards, which I guess is what is supposed to happen than I was reading the energy. But to me, this is very, very specific. So hopefully this resonates with you, pile number 3. But for me, it seems like you were traveling into a past life. You were seeing things that were done in a past life. You were seeing maybe from either a third-party perspective, or maybe you were seeing it from your own point of view in a past life. If you were to look at yourself in this dream, if you do have control over these dreams, look at yourself and see if you actually resemble who you are in this current life, okay? Because it almost seems to me that you are, this definitely calls out to me as a reoccurring dream. It almost seems like you were, embodying your old energy of a past life in these dreams. It almost seems like you are seeing exactly what you did wrong in your past life with a connection that you were able to have a do-over in this lifetime, okay? Things are being visibly shown to you, and it seems like it's upon request. It honestly feels a lot of energy about being requesting to see this, whether it was by accident or whether it was by, purpose, whatever. It does feel like you have requested to see this, and it is showing to you that this person that you were connected to in the past life also exists in this life. It is also someone that you are going to have the privilege of redoing the connection with them. And it almost seems like it's your last shot. It almost seems like you have to get this connection right, or there won't be any other chances in this lifetime. There won't be any other chances in the next several lifetimes that you have. You have got to take away from these dreams. And it's very clear to me what it is that you did poorly, what it is that you did negatively. If this person is showing up in your dream, look at what's going wrong with them. More than likely, you have caused this energy, okay, that is being portrayed in these dreams. You've got to see what you can do to change your style of life. You've got to change the way you communicate, maybe the way you do things. Anything that you feel like this person is feeling, what can you change to help this person, okay? You've got to take action. You've got to be in control. You've got to be the one to make this change. And it's pretty clear that you've got to continue working on yourself, because sooner or later, this person is going to show back up into your life, and you've got to be ready. You've got to be the complete person. You've got to be the one that is in control of your own energy, that is going to be, spot on with being successful with this person. And I think that's the reason why these dreams are coming to you, is they're showing you the things that you can change about yourself, the things that you can do differently, the things that you should be expecting from this person, because, more than likely they probably are doing the same thing. But you've got to be aware. You've got to be mentally aware of what it is that Spirit is trying to show you through these dreams, because it's not just you connecting with this person. It's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. And it's for you to be more aware of how you can make a difference, how you can make a change, how you can perfect this connection, how you can make this last. This time, make it worth it. I'm feeling from this energy that in this dream is kind of showing maybe, you have more of a dominant approach to this person, and maybe you need to be a little less dominant. Okay, that's number one. What else is pile number 3 being shown in this dream? Being more supportive. There's different elements in your life that have to change, that you have to get a hold of, that you have to create and execute on and make better and make healthier. And you're being called to different things that are setting you up. Spirit is totally in the driver's seat. And it's kind of like if you are with a friend and you just came to a new town and this person is driving you around and pointing out different things that you've never seen before, said, hey, look at that, look at that, look at that, at multiple different points. It almost seems like that's what Spirit is doing for you, is showcasing to you what it is you need to capitalize on, what it is that you need to focus your attention towards to make better, to make healthier. And you've got to take control. You've got to, literally change. Literally, if you want it that badly, you're going to have to focus on that. You're going to have to comply. You're going to have to make an effort. You are fully capable of doing so. You totally have the resources. You totally have the tools. But you've got to get in the mindset that you can do this. You can make this change. And these dreams are just helpful for you. And they're showcasing to you that you can, and that you're spiritually guided by the utmost powerful spirit that you could possibly have, because these dreams are quite exceptional. These dreams are quite amazing. These dreams are very, very fluent, very, very purposeful. They are directions. They are puzzle pieces. They are guidance. You are just going to have to be the one to put all these pieces together. You've got to make this work. So at this time, I'm going to pull these cards together, and we'll pull out some last detailing cards of what advice Spirit can give you about this dream that you are having. So what's the one that's missing? We are missing the 9 of Swords, which I guess is great because maybe it's not. Maybe with it being missing, maybe that's the most dominant one here that's just like not being shown. Maybe you were having these dreams a little too excessively. Maybe if you were having any control over these dreams, maybe you need to reduce the amount of times that you have these dreams. Maybe you need to stop stressing about these dreams as much. The blockage that I'm feeling, though, is that you're not in an empowerment type of energy. It almost seems like the energy that you are currently in is like, you know what's best. You know what you need to do. You are more so involved with your ego than you are with being submissive. If you want what you want, you are going to have to be a bit more submissive. You're going to have to be, given to Spirit. You're going to have to be the one that's willing to take any sort of advice, any sort of energy from them that they're willing to give to you. And I think if they're, trying to show you that you need to change, you don't need to be kind of sassy back towards Spirit and saying like, oh, I don't need to make that change. I'm good with the way I am. Yeah, you do have that free will, but is that going to be the greatest payoff for you? Probably not. So you need to be more in your empowerment energy. You need to know that you are the Queen of Swords. You are intellectual. You are capable. You have the tools and the assets to make the difference that you need to make. And you are going to be so much more abundant to make these changes, or you're going to be so much more abundant if you make these changes, if you are more in your empowerment energy, where you are okay with making changes. You are okay with fighting to make changes. You are okay with putting in the work to make these changes and being more involved and being more of a workhorse and trying to, make a difference. It's all about making a difference. It's all about changing what needs to be changed to help this energy coming in to make it the best energy possible. So be more empowered, be more involved, be more, okay with change and knowing that it's for the greatest good, because once you get through this, once you get through, making these changes, that's whenever it's ready. That's whenever it starts. That's whenever the chapter begins with this person, with this other energy. And the door awaits your arrival. But you've got to get through this little bit of phase here. That's the blockage for you. Is, are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to take the direction from Spirit to help? Or are you just going to stay the same and deliver a bad product to where it's not going to live up to the potential that it possibly could? That's what you got to ask yourself, pile number 3. Are you willing to listen and make the changes that need to be made to further help you? Or are you willing to stay the same? I hope this resonates with you, pile number 3. If it doesn't seem like it resonates with you right now, just leave it for the next person, or maybe come back to this at a later time. It might be more resonating with you at that time. I love you all so much. I appreciate every single last one of you, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome into your section of the video. You have chosen the Guardian of the Night Tarot alongside the Amethyst Tower. In this reading, we are trying to figure out what it is the reoccurring dream or the very significant dreams that you are having resemble and signify to you. Let's go ahead and shuffle these cards and connect to your energy. What are we trying to figure out here? What is pile number 4 continuously seeing? The dreams that you're having, either you are feeling an abundance of emotion, or it seems like you need to be focusing on the emotion involved, like how you feel about the dreams. Maybe the dreams aren't necessarily specific to the imagery of the dream, but maybe it's like the actual emotional value from the dream that is very significant for you. Pile number 4. What exactly is going on with pile number 4? All right, let's see. 5 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Eight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Yeah, so this energy is quite intense. The Sun, King of Cups, 2 of Swords, the Judgment card. So I'm feeling pretty heavily whenever you feel this intensity of this dream, whether it's a reoccurring dream or it's just a very significant dream that constantly happens this way, supposed to be focusing on more of the emotion from the dream. It honestly seems like whether Spirit is behind it or whether it's more psychological for you, that you need to be more focused on, what the emotional state is, whether it's happiness, sadness, grief, anger, whatever. It could be a multitude of different emotions. It almost seems like there is a significant purpose for why you need to feel these emotions. It almost seems like whenever you are awake, subconsciously, you are not able to progress through these emotions like you're supposed to. And maybe even not subconsciously, maybe whenever it's on the forefront of your mind, you aren't able to really process things coming through. Okay. And there has to be a change made. There has to be movement. There has to be a progression, because it's supposed to spark a new light into you. It's supposed to be able to tell you, hey, if you are feeling this certain way, how can you change from feeling that way? What can you do to make a difference? If you aren't laughing enough, how can you make yourself laugh? How can you connect with laughter? How can you connect with that source of emotion and that source of energy? What can you eliminate? What can you change? What can you bring in? What can you do to progress your life? What can you, obviously do differently? And I think that's specifically what, these dreams are for, is for you able to progress through these emotions and your current life status, and for you to see a clearer picture of how to feel or how to do. And it gives you some more clarity, especially when you don't necessarily trust your judgment per se. Maybe these dreams are to give you more clarity. Maybe they are supposed to give you, more of a solidified evidence of what you should do. You honestly have got to put yourself first. And I realistically feel that the purpose of these streams is showcasing to you that you are not valuing yourself enough. You are not putting enough into your own energy. You're not prioritizing yourself, and you are not seeing your true value. Because if you are able to see your true value, then you will not stand for a lot of the things that you are standing for. And this is to give you mental clarity. Pretty much pile number 4. These dreams that are being showcased to you is to give you mental clarity, is to show to you that, hey, there's so much more that you can live for. There's so much more that you can do for yourself. You've got to start doing it. You've got to start making changes. You've got to start making commitments. You've got to start making progressions. You're living these things through your dreams. You're seeing things better through your dreams. You're making wiser decisions. You're making wiser calls about your emotions. You're servicing yourself a whole lot better and prioritizing yourself a whole lot better in your dreams than you are in the real life. Maybe you're even, actually saying the things that you wish you could say in real life in your dreams. Hopefully, it's building up the confidence for you. But it seems like whenever you have specific dreams about specific situations, that you've got to make a call pretty quickly. You've got to make that change pretty quickly in real life. It's not a time for you to be indecisive. It's not a time for you to question things. You've got the mental clarity already. It's all about action. It's all about, giving yourself the confidence, giving yourself the boost to make the change, to bring in more positive energy, to be in more control, to be more in the light of yourself, to be more empowered. These dreams are very significant for that, okay? I don't think these are very consistent dreams. I don't think you even have these dreams all the time. I think these dreams come up whenever you are needing to make a significant change in your life. And the way you fill these dreams out, a bit chaotic, it seems, that you need to focus more on the emotions that you feel from these dreams and what it is you can do about that. Okay. This message is pretty clear, but I'm going to go ahead and jump into the advice part of this reading of what you can do about these dreams, or what you should do about these dreams. So let's go ahead and collect these cards, and we can pull out the advice cards. Very short and sweet message. Hopefully this helps. If you have any questions about these cards or about the dreams that you're having, then feel free to drop a comment down below. But let's see what cards can come out for the advice from Spirit. What advice does pile number 4 need to hear about these dreams? All right. Got the star. Got the tower. Got the ace of swords. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all coming out pretty clearly. Pretty much exactly what I've been saying. Yeah, so pretty much when these dreams come up, they're activating, the energy of what you need to facilitate, right? They're telling you the changes that you need to make. They're telling you, hey, look, this is the way you're feeling about this certain circumstance, and you need to make a change. You need to, put yourself first. Put yourself first and realize that you can have so much better. You can bring in so much better energy into your life, and you've got to make a quick, rational choice. You've got to take action. You've got to eliminate this because it's not something that you need to dwell on. It's not something that needs to last forever. It's something that is guiding you. You need to fulfill your happiness. You need to fulfill your emotions. And maybe you're not naturally intuitive. Maybe you don't use your intuition as much on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you're not necessarily like a dreamer, but these dreams are your intuition. These dreams are activating your intuition to see things clear, to give you a clear message of, okay, this is exactly how I feel during these situations. This is exactly how I feel about, what I need to do. These are feelings that I want to feel and how I can make a change to allow myself to feel these feelings, those kind of things. And I really think that these dreams come pretty abstract. It doesn't necessarily have to be you in that specific situation of whatever it is that you're fighting. It very well potentially could, but I think majority of you are seeing abstract dreams, and you really just need to realize like what it is that you feel from those dreams. And that's how you're processing through these real life situations. This is the way you process things, is through your dreams, because your intuition is not coming in clear enough on a day-to-day basis. So you are able to see and feel how it is that you're going through this and that it clearly needs to be changed. It almost gives me a sense that spirit really, really appreciates you, really, really likes you as a person, as your own energy, your own soul. And it almost seems like you are protected. It almost seems like you have a higher purpose, greater than, the average person. And I don't think they want you to sit in misery. I don't think they want you to, deal with things that you don't have to deal with, and that you are spiritually protected and guided and loved and taken care of, and that you should really invest into, these actions because they're pretty clear. It's not just a coincidence. It's not just, randomness. It's pretty clear that this is, the action that needs to be taken, and you should do so. Pile number 4. So hopefully these messages come clear to you, and hopefully these dreams makes more sense now than they ever have before. I gratefully appreciate every single last one of you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.